All right, so clear.
Clear, eyes out.
These paramedics see a day when their drones could save lives.
We can't always have great access to a scene or to the patient. We can drop life-saving equipment, first aid kits, life jackets, sometimes something as simple as a rope, someone who's out on the ice.
Right now, Canadian law requires operators to be able to see the drone they're flying.
The current regulations for the average person who's flying a drone are really akin to flying a kite. You know, if you've got the string in one hand and the kite's on the other end, you can see it at all times.
A pilot project with Transport Canada is allowing paramedics in Renfrew, Ontario to test flying drones up to 4 kilometers away. Next month, the RCMP and Ontario Provincial Police will also take part in the trials. They'll be putting their equipment to the test around buildings and objects in cities. The government wants to make sure it's safe to open up the skies.
You don't want this falling out of the sky and injuring anyone or causing further harm.
Some businesses say it's about time the rules changed.
It's exceptionally frustrating because my opportunities are all offshore. There is nothing I can do in Canada.
When this Ottawa company did take on a government project to track moose in northern Ontario, it had to hire a helicopter to keep an eye on its drone.
What I had to do to get authority to fly is I had to have a chase aircraft. In this case, I had a big yellow Chaperone, 7-seat helicopter, and they were using 220 times the fuel we were.
CBC News obtained a briefing note to the Minister of Transport through a Freedom of Information request. It suggests that the government will use the information it learns from the trials to come up with new regulations. That could eventually lead to drone users, including recreational ones, being able to fly farther. Ashley Burke, CBC News, Ottawa.
Aerial drones could one day patrol the Canadian Arctic. The federal government plans to buy a system of unmanned aircraft to monitor northern safety, security, and the environment. Tests are being carried out now by a company based in Iqaluit. Transport Canada says drones may eventually help detect things like oil spills, survey ice and marine habitat, and monitor ocean activity.